Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the March 2023 Ask Your Guides Live. I'm so delighted that you joined us today. So if you're brand new here, we have a format where I've got people waiting in a Zoom room who are agreed to come on camera with me. I'll be answering their questions. Then once I've gone through all the people in the Zoom room, I'll come over and I'll answer questions from the chat on YouTube. So hang with me. I'm going to get everything all set and we will be moving forward in just a moment. Okay, looking good. All right, so Natalie, you are coming on. Natalie is our first guest this morning. So Natalie, you need to unmute and turn your camera on, please.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
I don't hear you yet. There we go. That's me. Okay. Welcome. So what is your question today?
So my question is, I've been struggling with my finances, so I'm guessing that I have beliefs that are blocking my financial abundance and want to know if there's any messages about that.
Okay. So for Natalie, what can you share with her about this abundance financial block? Yeah, I see this river that's dammed up with ice flows and logs and crap, and it's a big pile. So what they're saying is call upon your angels. Think of them like your handy dandy beavers. They're going to come and help you clear away the ice flow and the logs. So lean on them to do that and know that they will come when you call. Also, when you ask for their help, then be very present in the moment. Be mindful, looking for messages that they will send you, symbols, metaphors, just thoughts that randomly pop into your head, and then take action. That will get you there faster. But yes, you are correct. There are blocks there.
I know.
Nothing insurmountable that they can't handle.
Okay, that's good.
So it can easily be wiped away, but it's about you tuning in and paying attention when they send you those breadcrumbs, following up on them quickly.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you.
You are so welcome. So I have to figure out if you can just sign yourself out, that would be great.
Yes, ma'am.
Join us on the YouTube. Thank you. All right, Maya, you're up next. So Maya, if you can turn your camera on and unmute yourself, that would be great. Hey, there you are. Good morning.
Hi.
What is your question today?
But it's okay. So first.
Yeah, go ahead. What is your question?
I'm just open to receive whatever my guys want to share with me.
We can do that. So for Maya, what would you like to share with her today? I'm hearing that song, Popcorn. Do you know that song?
Popcorn? No.
Yeah, it's a really upbeat song, and it reminds me of those machines where the little balls pop up, and so it's dun 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 dun. That's
that
song?
I know
That's popcorn. Yeah. So I'm hearing the popcorn, and I'm seeing those colorful balls popping up and down. So what is that about? What do you want to tell Maya? Yeah, be like the popcorn and get on with it. Whatever it is that you've been hesitating about doing, move forward and do it. Take the strong, confident action, because the popcorn doesn't hold back. When it's ready to pop, it just goes in its full glory. So you are ready to blossom into more. Don't second guess. Don't get into that self-doubt. Just move forward into what feels good with your angels at your side. Does that make sense?
Amazing. Yeah, I'm starting on Fiverr to share my my guidance. So they're talking about it.
Yes, in full bloom. Don't hold back. Put it all out there. Yeah. Put your gifts on display for the world, and the world will respond.
Great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, see you soon. So I don't see where to dismiss you. So if you can pop yourself, oh, here you are. If you can just end your connection, and I'll see you on the YouTube side. Thank you. Laura, you are next. Let's see. Here we go. Good morning. What is your question today? Oh, you're muted, Laura.
Oh, I am. There we go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. I'm new to this format, so this is
That's
cool.
okay. Yeah, we all figure it out together.
Very cool. I don't necessarily have a specific question. There's a lot going on right now that I'm kind of sorting out, but I guess maybe what my guys want me to pay attention to right now.
Okay. So for Laura, what amazing information do you have to share this morning? I've got your red sweater stuck in my head, so that's where I'm at the moment. It's funny how those things grab you. So they're showing me your root chakra because it's connected to your red sweater, right? No accident you wore that. For you, more grounding. Right now, you really need that grounding. You need that stability so that you can build your self-confidence because you're wobbly. And they're telling you don't have to be wobbly. You are grounded solidly with your angels. They are holding you on either side. You're not going to float off the earth. They're going to hold on to you. They're going to support you through these new ventures that you have coming up. So for you, being conscious, maybe you want to do it once or twice a day. Consciously, purposefully ground yourself. And then after you do that, just like I was saying to someone previously, be very mindful, paying attention to those nudges, those feelings, those extraneous thoughts that just pop in like out of nowhere. That's your angels. Look for those symbols, look for those messages because they'll be all around you. And then take fast action.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the key. You know, sometimes we get the message and then we hesitate trying to decide, did I really hear that? Am I right? Stop second guessing. Just go do it and watch what happens. That's when the doors will start opening for you.
Alrighty. Thank you.
You're welcome. Kate, you are next. I think we're off to a great start, you guys. We have 14 people in the waiting room. Hopefully it doesn't kick anybody out of the waiting room. We were having a problem with that last month. I think if you're on the free version of Zoom, it might kick you out after 40 minutes. So I'm going to try my best to get through the people in the Zoom in that time. But if it does kick you out, just come back in. And as far as I can see, there is a limit of 100 people in the Zoom room, so everybody should be able to come in. So Kate, we need you to turn on your camera and unmute, and then we'll be set. Hi.
Hello, good morning. I
How
like
are
this
you?
format on YouTube and Zoom. This is fun.
Yeah.
So I had some big things happen at work, a lot of shakedowns and complete change up. So I'm wondering if my guides have any words that this happened so that I now can grow in my current role and stay, or if this was a clearing of the way to help propel me to finally move forward somewhere else, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, great question. So for Kate, this big shakeup at work, does this mean that the way is clear for her now to have a better, more satisfying experience on that job? No. So is it urging her to move into something more satisfying? Yeah, this is about you moving on. It's like they've given you lots of hints in the past that probably you're never going to be happy where you are. It's just not a great fit for you. So it's time to really put yourself out there. Let your angels bring those opportunities. And when the doors are in front of you, start opening them and find the very best door that you want to go through.
Okay.
But it's time to stop self-doubt, second guessing, all that stuff, because we all do that to ourselves. We make ourselves nuts. And it's such a waste of time.
Well, and it's hard
energy,
The
right?
current job, there clearly is like this need, but it's always, well, am I actually the best person to satisfy those needs? Maybe there is someone who this is what would be the right fit for them, so that makes it
Yeah,
hard.
but put yourself out there knowing that your angels will guide you to the best, most satisfying connection. But if you don't get out there and apply, how will you know? So don't hold back, because you are the equal of anybody.
Sure.
And if you're a good match, you'll feel it. So you're going to go into this really tuning into your solar plexus, which one feels the very best, and then put it out there.
Yeah, I can feel the energy now. Thank you.
You're
This
so
is
welcome.
really, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
to Mike and to you. I really appreciate this. So have a great day.
You're welcome. Come back next month and let us know how it goes.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay. Mita, you are up. While we're waiting for your camera to come up, let me just take a quick look over here. Looks like we got a lot of great conversation happening in the YouTube chat. Thanks, you guys. I'll be coming over to you as soon as I finish with the Zoom room. Thanks for being there. Hi, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm terrific. How are you?
Good, thank you. I have two questions today.
Okay.
First, I energetically support sacred sites around the world, and my knowing is telling me that there's one or two sites asking for my attention. So I'm wondering if my guides can give me clarity as to which ones those are.
Okay.
And the second one is, what do I need to know for this upcoming week?
All right. Now, the two sites, do you know the names of those sites so that I don't have to wait for something to come in? I can just attack them?
I do not. I've been supporting a sacred well in Belarus, and my knowing's telling me there's two others calling, and I do not know.
Okay. So tell me how you say your first name. I forgot to ask you that.
Mita.
Mita. Okay. So for Mita, the sacred site's calling her name. Is that true? Yes. And there are two of them? Yes. Okay. So are they located in the Western world? Yes. Are they in proximity to the well in Belarus? Yes. So there are other sites in that area. And is it in the country of Belarus? No, it would be nearby. So would it be north of Belarus? I get a yes on north. And what about south? Not south. What about east? And what about west? So north. Now, is that both of the sites? They're both north of Belarus. Does that give you a better indicator?
It gives me something to research.
Yeah. So can you give us anything else? Yeah, that's much harder to get. It's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat if you don't have a target to go for, but look north.
I
See where
can
that takes
get
you.
something new to work with. So thank you.
You're welcome. And what was the second one? I'm sorry.
What do I need to know for this coming week?
Okay, so for Mita, what does she need for this next week for her highest and best? I'm seeing you dancing in these lovely pastel colors, pinks and greens, and it's like celebrating spring is here. So you've got ballet slippers on, you're dancing around, you're watering the flowers. It's that energy, that renewal of something brand new beginning, going into it with all of that excitement, the fervor, the feeling of anticipation for what you're bringing forth. That's what's coming in the next week.
Okay, thank you.
Does that make sense with what you're going through?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amanda, you're up next. Good morning.
Okay, there was an issue with my mic. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. I just wanted to know if my guides have any messages for me.
Okay, so what would you like to share with Amanda today? I'm hearing Betty Boop. Boop, boopy doo. I want to be loved by you. You know that one?
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that. So what is that about? Is that about romance? Yeah. So are you searching for romance presently?
Sort of. I have somebody in mind.
Okay. Did you want to ask something specific about that?
No, just any information that comes through.
Okay. So what else would you like to share with her? Is there some action that she needs to take? Not action. No, it's more beingness. That's what they want you to do. I'm seeing you stepping out. You're so happy. You've got this big smile on your face and you're in this beautiful balanced Zen place. You have fixed yourself up. You are prepared. You're ready and confident. So it's time to move forward into whatever it is that you're desiring to happen. Don't hold back. It feels like you've been holding back a little bit. There's some self-doubt, but the picture they're showing me of you, you're so resplendent, so beautiful, and your energy will magnetically draw in that which you seek. So the time is to go now. Don't wait.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Chili Beans, you're up. Do you have your mic on? I don't hear you. Jill, are you there? Doesn't look like you're muted, but I don't hear you. I don't see you either. Now you're muted. Yeah, something odd's going on because you're still muted. Now you're not. Okay. Now you are. It's going back and forth. You're unmuted now, but I don't hear you if you're speaking. Oh, you're gone. Okay. Well, hopefully, Jill, you can get that mic problem worked out and then come back and join us. Mike, you are up. And we have 11 people after Mike waiting in the waiting room. So we're moving along at a great clip, you guys. This is awesome. Now we're just waiting for your camera, Mike.
It's on.
Yay, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back. Good to be back everywhere.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Thank
So
you.
what do you want to know today?
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, I just want to know if a couple little ripples that happened the last couple of days are significant or why I just pushed right through those things.
But what do you want to know about them? If they're significant, what does that mean to you?
Are they going to cause me trouble or am I just going to?
Gotcha. Okay. So for Mike, the little bubbles that happened this week, are they significant and of concern? No. So he's going to just flow right past them? Big yes on that. So no worries in that respect. Yeah, I'm seeing, the road is not 100% clear in front of you. There's some obstacles there, but it's nothing you can't handle. And they're saying you don't want to speed through this. You want to go slowly, deliberately, carefully as you move forward. So you have time to navigate around the obstacles. Does that make sense?
That's my plan. Just slow down, take it all in, question everything and go forward.
Yeah, only choosing the very best, like ripe fruit, the juiciest.
And the very best for everybody.
Yeah, but first you.
Right.
Because if it's the best for you, it will be the best for everybody else.
Okay, I'm ready.
So what else?
just anything that is that I don't seek to question, that might be a caution I need to know.
Okay. So any cautionary things you want to share with Mike, or something he needs to know that he's missing? And for you, I'm getting love, love, love from the Beatles, right? All you need is love. Na, 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 na.
And it's
And that's the truth. And it's divine love, it's self-love, and it's the love from the world. So let it in, because there's so much love flowing to you, Mike. You don't have any clue how many people are pulling for you out there.
thank
With
thank you, everybody.
with all that love coming at you, you're just going to float. I'm seeing you floating on a cloud, and it's just peaceful. It's very zen, very balanced, just flowing. Is that harder to accept today?
No, it's been what I've been getting. It's just that it's just nice to be refreshed again.
Yeah.
Things do come up, even when I'm stepping over stuff, and I'm feeling more confident. Little stuff still comes up that causes me to wonder about things.
Well, you had a huge confidence shot, right? So
Yeah.
you're coming back from that. And that's okay. You take your time. You pick your way through very carefully. And you'll build more confidence as you go. But your angels are there supporting and holding you up.
Well, I already have a plan for the things I was questioning about. So that plan is for Monday morning. So it's, I've been processing already. So thank you. And thank you for the love that you bring to this group and through this group to everybody that belongs and supports your mission in this world, because it's a powerful mission. And those of us that get it are the people that can do an awful lot of good for a tremendous amount of people. And I thank you, and I'm sure many others on this call today are also grateful.
Thank you. Much love to you.
I receive. Thank you.
Yes. See you soon.
Okay.
Alyssa, you are up. I'm looking to see if I can find that spot where I release you, Mike, but I don't see it. I think you just have to hit end on your Zoom, and that will take you back out of the room. Oh, I found it. Hang on. You're muted, Alyssa. No, I don't hear you yet. Yeah, I hear something. That's it. There you go.
Okay. Just wondering, we're having a
Oops, we lost you, Alyssa. Okay, hopefully you'll come back. So, Jilly Beans, let's try again. Hopefully your audio is solved. There you are. Yay.
It was very strange. My phone froze and then went into safe driving mode, and I'm not driving.
That's weird. You probably have a weak signal because there's a little bit of a skipping in your video. So that's probably all it is.
I'm not surprised, because I'm not even on the Wi-Fi. I'm just using data, because you know me, I have Wi-Fi issues.
Yes. So what is your question today?
Yes. I guess my question today is, from my guides, am I going in the right direction when it comes to creating my channel and the messages I want to bring forward? Because I'm also scheduled for another live stream with Corey. I just want to make sure that my message of like love, light, positivity is coming through and being received the right way. Does
Okay.
that make
I
sense?
think I can tell you that it is, but I'm going to ask just to be sure. So for Jilly Beans, what can you tell her about this new path she's on? Is this the right journey for her? Yeah, big yes on that. Keep moving forward. So doing the lives with Corey, that's in alignment. Yes. And she wants to understand whether her message is being received as intended. Can you give us some enlightenment about that? Oh yeah, just relax into it. They're saying you are overthinking this. Just relax, do what feels good to you, follow your heart. It's perfect.
Mhm.
And I don't know,
Awesome.
have you looked at that video that you did? I think you had 1,800 views last time I looked.
Yes, I have gone back, but I'm also like my worst critic. I am my worst enemy sometimes. And someone did give some feedback where I said I too much, or I referred to myself too much. I wasn't quite clear on the feedback, because I will say, like, I am feeling, because that's how my messages kind of start with, is the feeling. So I wasn't sure if
Okay,
that's
let me
what they
stop you.
were.
Let me stop you right there. I listened to that whole call. No, you didn't. Ignore that person. Don't let something like that
Awesome.
trip
Okay.
you up. You are being your authentic self. You are bringing the love. You are bringing the wisdom. Don't let somebody trip you up like that. It's just one person's opinion. And if they don't want to listen, then they shouldn't
Yeah.
listen. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, that makes sense,
don't let
because
that trip you up. That's just their issue, not yours.
perfect, because I was afraid I was inserting too much of myself into my message.
No, you got to be there.
Hmm.
You got to be there. You've been doing this for long enough. You've got your own routine. You know how to make it work in the most expressive, empowered way. Keep doing that. Don't change it because one person made a comment, because 1,800 other people enjoyed it. They were there watching, right? So why should one person rock the boat?
Oh, it was amazing. Right. It was amazing. No one else said it. So I just, but I do always, I always say I'm open to feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. So I didn't want that person to think I was ignoring them. But then I'm like, but that's kind of how I read. So that's why I was a little conflicted with it.
Let me tell you a little story that'll help you. Years ago, I was studying to be a square dance caller. Weird, I know, but anyway, I did that for a while. So I had this whole PA set, and sometimes when you're calling at a dance, somebody will come up and complain the music is too loud. So they taught me in caller school. You see this little button on your PA? It does nothing. When somebody tells you that the music is too loud, you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and you turn the dial. It does nothing, but it gives them the feeling that you honored what they asked, and
Mhm.
everything is good.
I love your stories. You have the best stories, and I thoroughly enjoyed your live stream with Corey.
Oh,
I
thank
will
you.
admit, though, because your voice is so calming, and I was kind of tired. I fell asleep about an hour and a half into it, but it was like a nice, soothing, like, it wasn't like I just passed out. Like, it was just
Yeah.
like I just could hear your voice kind of resonating as I like kind of drifted off. But it was amazing. I'm so glad that everyone loved you. I knew they would.
It was fun. Thank you. And you needed the sleep. So sleep, right? Self-care comes first.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But stop second guessing yourself. You are fine. And it's only going to get better.
I'm excited. This is very exciting times. Thank you so much. I
You
so
are welcome.
appreciate it.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Elena, you are up. We still have 11 people in the waiting room. We're making great progress, you guys. A few more have come in. Let's take me a quick look at the YouTube. Okay, awesome. So we have 40 people over on the YouTube. That is fabulous. Welcome all you guys. I'll be with you soon. Elena, it's still connecting your audio if you can hear me. You might have to change devices, Elena, because it seems like it's stuck. So do you want to disconnect and try again? Use a different device and see if that makes a difference, because it's just not going anywhere. It's spinning. Probably your signal's not quite good enough. So Nancy, you're next. Gosh, I hope this isn't going to be a thing today with the audio giving people trouble. We were on a great roll there. So while we're waiting a minute for that, it says my signal is excellent, so we're good on this end. Oh, you're connected. Now you just have to unmute and turn on your camera. There you are.
Hi.
Hi.
So, question today is two really kind of, but overall, what do my guides want me to know the most right now? And then the second component would be financial.
Okay. So what would you like to share with Nancy this morning? Are you struggling to make a decision about something? Because I'm just getting lots of swirling. Like there's nothing definite. It's a lot of stuff swirling around. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I feel very torn and lost and keep going back and forth about something. And I just feel like I'm in turmoil and confusion.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's just swirling. So what specifically would you like to ask? And we can hone in on that.
I think it's about my marriage.
Okay. So what can you share with Nancy about her marriage? Needs work. I get that. So are you saying that it would be an optimal choice for her to continue working on the marriage? Yeah, I get a yes. Does that fall into line with what you're feeling?
Yes, like logically, go in one direction and my heart goes in the other direction. And so I think that would be my preference, kind of, if it's the best decision for me.
Well, they're saying it's worth working on. If it wasn't, they would say, get out.
Okay.
So there's still hope to put things back together.
That
If that's
feels
what you
good.
want, because it's always about you and what's best for you.
Okay. Okay. And then the next step is financial. I always heard for the longest time that my money's protected, but truthfully, we're really running out of money. And so I kind of don't know what to do.
Okay. So for Nancy, is there cause for concern with regard to her finances? Yeah. Yeah. So is there something that she can do to improve the situation? Yeah. So obviously that's a bone of contention in the marriage, right? If there's a financial thing going on. So
Yes.
I'm hearing teamwork. Whether you go to a counselor or whether you go to a financial person, you need to get an outside third person or persons to meet with the two of you and come up with a plan. If you keep ignoring it, it's going to be a problem. You need to take action and address it. But once you resolve this issue, that's certainly going to take a lot of pressure off the marriage, right? So this is the path, and they are all connected, as you can see. It's like work together with your partner, because this is your future that you're creating together.
Okay. I have a financial background myself, so that this is like a little tricky for me. So I truthfully wouldn't even know where to go. um, I don't know. I guess I'm going to ask if they can guide me to the right place to go to who to consult.
Yeah. So would it be optimal to go to a financial person first? So like a therapist, a marriage counselor? Yeah, I get a yes on the marriage counselor.
Okay. And that should be first.
Yeah, they're saying yes on that one first. You have to have the lines of communication open so that you can get on the same page and work together as a team rather than pulling in separate directions.
Okay. Okay.
So that gives you a lot to work on.
It does. A lot to think about, a lot to work on. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
You are welcome. So let us know how that works out.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Elena, I don't see that you came back yet. So Rachel S., you're up. And we have 7 people still in the waiting room. So I don't hear you, Rachel, and you need to turn your camera on. I just see your picture. There might be a voice really faint in the background, but I'm not sure. Whatever's going on, I can't hear you. Okay, Rachel, I'm gonna bump you back off. So see if you can work on whatever the issue is with the sound and the picture, and then come back again. So Joanne, you are up. Great picture, Joanne. So we're just watching your audio spin in there. Hopefully it'll connect in a second or two.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you turn your camera on?
Kind of. Well, I'm tapping.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Hey, how are you? It's still morning.
all
Good
right.
morning.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know it's been ages.
I just always find the email the day after. But today it popped up, which was kind of funny because the last couple of weeks I've been feeling a little off center. So I was just wondering if there's anything I need to know.
Okay, perfect. So for Joanne, would you like to share with her today? She's feeling a little off kilter. Processing. Give us a minute. What do you want to tell Joanne? It's like there's so much they're trying to figure out which is the most important. Okay.
That's kind of how I feel.
So can you pick the most important one and talk about it, please? Yeah, all those questions swirling around, it's kind of blocking the signal, Joanne. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of lack of confidence in self, right? Because you've had, it feels like you've had, you know, those toys the kids have where you hit them and they knock down, they come back up. It feels like that. That's the energy I'm getting. So it's like, oh, treat it like a game. Have more fun with it. Don't let it stop you, because you can keep hitting that thing and it's going to keep falling down. So that's success. It does what you wanted it to do. and then it's right back there again. So it's like that's your practice arena where you go in that kind of an energy to practice whatever it is that you're wanting to put out there so that you finesse it before you put it out there, and then it won't bounce back up. It'll stay down. Does that make any sense at all?
Sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So can you give us something more? Oh, I'm hearing that John Denver song, Sweet Surrender. Do you know that song?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh, it's beautiful. Go listen to it. So it's you surrendering to working with your angels, to letting them help you. Stop thinking your way through everything, because that is what trips you up. The ego gets in the way and it causes you to doubt yourself. And then you don't come forward with the magnificent soul and the purpose that you bring to the world, because the ego puts like a veil in front of you. There's this thing I've been working on for a while. It's called the Cloak of Invisibility. And it's something that happens to a lot of light workers because we've had past lives where we've been tormented, killed, exiled, etc., for who we are. So for this lifetime, it's important to understand it, first of all. If you know it's there, then you can deal with it, right? It's like that bouncy thing that keeps coming back. It's going to do that until you get the message. So knowing that's the case, then you work with feeling your way through, putting ego back on the back shelf. Stop listening to ego, listen to the angels. You are ready. You do have this amazing gift to share with the world. So it's, in this case, tunnel vision would be good. Put the ego over there where you can't see it or hear it, and go with the angels. That's where you're blocked. So the more you do that and you lean into that confidence that your angels have got you, you are on the right path. That will help you get through that cloak of invisibility. And then one day it will just be gone. It'll be replaced by that shining light inside of you that nothing can suppress. Does that help?
Yeah, I think so.
Knowing it's not just you, that's important too. It's very, very common in the healing and light worker world.
Yeah, it's just been the last couple of weeks have been just.
Well, also the energies right now are super powerful and they're kind of pulling people faster than they used to. So if you weren't already balanced and they start pulling you forward, you're going to feel like you're going to get knocked off your feet, right? So it's just take the time for the self-care, the centering, the grounding, and allow that confidence to build up. And then just move forward one step at a time. You don't have to race, slow and steady.
Be a little turtle.
Yeah, in this case, that's really important.
All right, cool.
Because you build your confidence with every step you take. But also know that you're not alone. That helps too.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Thanks for being here.
All right, take care.
Bye. Pam, you are up.
There's the button.
And we have 5 more people on deck. So those of you who are on the YouTube chat, I'll be with you pretty soon. So Pam, you need to unmute and turn on your camera and we'll be all set.
Camera should be on.
I don't see you. I just see your name.
Oh, got it.
I can hear you. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm just seeing your name, Pam.
Okay, sorry. I don't know how to get the mark off the camera.
Oh,
there we go.
There you are. Perfect. So what is your question today?
Do I have any major changes in the next couple of months?
Okay. So for Pam, any major changes coming up in the next couple of months? I'm getting a no on that. You were expecting a yes?
I don't know.
Okay. Is there anything she needs to be concerned about in the next couple of months? Something special? No, it feels like you're on a nice flow. So
Great.
is there something specific you want to ask about that?
How about a little longer than that then, within this year?
So is there anything coming up in this year of 2023 that's of concern that she needs to focus on? They're saying, yeah, there will be things, but there's nothing to, get in a fluff about and worry.
Okay.
It feels like you're on a really good path and you're moving forward. So what they're saying, don't bring in worry where it's not needed.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So it's like you're trying to borrow trouble because everything is too calm and going too well.
I have a house I'm trying to sell. I was hoping that would go soon.
Let's ask that question. So the house that's for sale, will it sell soon? I'm not getting a soon on that. So in the next 6 months, I get a yes on 6 months. What about 3 months? No, more than 3. So 4 months, maybe. So like 4 to 6 months.
Okay, great.
That's not something to worry about. So for you, it's important to get that if you put worry into it, you're going to slow it down. Let it flow. Be in that space of trust and confidence that everything is moving forward because you are the authority in your life. You are the manifester. You are the creator of your reality. So that's what you want. Just move forward in faith and confidence that all those things are aligned and they are moving forward. And anywhere that it's not aligned, wherever there's a snag, your angels will throw some breadcrumbs to get your attention and let you know that you need to do something. But in a general picture, don't bring in worry where it's not needed.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Makes sense? You're welcome. Okay, Michelle, you're next. So you guys are doing okay over there on YouTube chat? I see some pink hands. Hello to you. We'll be there with you in a few minutes. Okay, Michelle, what is your question?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I had an opportunity to go on a wonderful trip to England and it was canceled due to COVID. I had to give up my $500 deposit, etc. I just received an opportunity to go in July, and I did some finance stuff and realized it wasn't responsible for me to go because I'm starting my own Reiki business and I just don't have the money. The next day I received the difference, the money it would take to go on this trip. So my question is, should I be going on this trip or should I be saving that money for something else that might be coming in the future?
Okay, so for Michelle, is it an optimal choice for her to go to England? You said in July?
Yes.
In July. Michelle to England in July. Is that optimal? Yes. Yes. And what they're saying, they want you to get this message. Because the magic happened, you got the money to make up the difference. That's the tell.
Yeah.
Of course, your angels were working on this to make it happen for you. So if you chose not to, it's almost like you're undoing the magic that they did. And it's important for you to go or they wouldn't have done that.
Right.
That's something special. And that's how you can tell. It easily happens. They bring it into your life and bam.
Yeah. It was the exact amount that I needed.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
I am just, like I said, I'm starting a new business. I completely changed my career. I'm learning so much more spiritual journeys, and I have guides, and I've been attuned to Reiki, and I'm just in this really wonderful growth spot. I guess I would just ask, are there any other messages around my path? Am I missing anything?
Yeah. So for Michelle, anything else you want to share with her today? Yeah, I'm seeing that tomato red, which usually to me is root chakra. So you're doing these amazing things, this big growth spurt. Remember to be grounded.
Okay.
You've got to have that stable base. If you've been listening to the monthly forecast from Metatron, months and months, he's been talking about getting your sea legs under you.
Yep.
So that you can stand up against the onslaught of what is coming. And you add into that creating a whole new life and business for yourself. That's a lot. So just be sure you're grounded and you'll be
Okay.
good.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Rachel, I see you came back. Let's try again and see if. Oops, sorry. Rachel, hang on just a second. I hit the wrong button. So I'm going to pop you back because Danielle's coming in. Sorry, the thing moved and jumped on me right when I was hitting the button. I'll be back with you in a minute. So Danielle, we just need your camera and we'll be set to go. Oh, I don't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt your.
No, you didn't. The thing jumped and when I hit the button, it went to the next person. It was so weird.
Okay, so I guess it's meant to be, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah. Absolutely.
I guess. Okay, so my question has to do with like reincarnation and why I chose the family that I did. So I guess the question is, why was the family that I chose the perfect choice for this incarnation?
Okay. So for Danielle, this family that she chose, what was the reason behind that? Was there karma with these people? Is that the reason she chose them? Okay. So was it karma with the mother? With the father? Karma with the father. Do you have siblings?
I do. And so partially, yes, I do. I have one.
About that. So is it karma with the siblings? No, it's the father specifically. That's why you chose that family.
Okay. So he's gone. He passed. So there was definitely obviously unresolved because I never had a good relationship with him.
Yeah. So can you shed some light on what it was karmically that they needed to resolve in this lifetime? Well, tell us about the most recent lifetime they had together then. So how many lifetimes ago was that? Was it more than 5? More than 5. Okay. More than 10? So it's old. More than 15? No, less than 15. So 14? 13? So about 13 past lives ago. And were they father-daughter in that lifetime as well? No. Were they spouses? Yes. And were they the same genders that they are in this lifetime? Yes. So he was your husband in a past life, and he beat you. Did he kill her? Yeah. Okay. So it's deep. When there's a death involved, it's always deeper karma. So this was the opportunity for you to come together to resolve that karma, for him to make amends for all the harm he did to you.
Well, he harmed me again in this life. He allowed beating in this life, but he didn't beat me. My stepmother beat me. He lived with a woman who he allowed that to happen. So how do you resolve that? And then now he's passed.
So what that means is you had to, because it's about you more than it is about
Okay.
him. But for you, it's working your way out of that, empowering yourself. That's always what it's about. Finding your power, escaping that victimization. So he failed. He didn't resolve his karma.
Okay.
Did you resolve yours? That's the question. And if you don't feel that you did, you can still work on that now so that you can cut those ties and not have to come together with him again.
Okay. Because I do kind of feel like I I'd never considered myself a victim of what had happened. So maybe can you ask if I did resolve that, or if there's still work that needs to be done?
Okay. So is the karma with her father from this lifetime resolved? No, it's still there. You can still feel it. There's these
Okay.
roiling emotions. And so now she has new karma with the stepmother, right? Yeah. So you have to resolve the karma with the stepmother. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be together with her again. It's about you resolving the feelings.
Okay.
To release it. Because that's a bigger picture if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's learning that when you're in a situation where you're victimized, it's because you were an energetic match. There was a lesson to be learned. So when you learn that lesson and you don't get in those situations anymore, great, you've learned the lesson. Then it's processing the feelings. Right?
Okay.
So it's finding a way to release that. Forgive for yourself, not for them. Forgive yourself for getting into that situation, even though in your head you're saying, but I didn't choose it. No, you didn't consciously choose it. It's an energy thing. You attract it because that was the energy you had. And you need to learn that because it's going to serve you well as you go through this life. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I don't feel like it's their fault. I understand that, like, that's why I'm asking the question, because I know I chose it. Right. So, and I want to clear it. 'Cause I think that's a big thing in this lifetime that I'm going through, is clearing a lot of stuff. Right.
Yeah.
So to clear that, is it kind of just doing like a meditation or like where you say something for so many days, 21 days, to like clear it?
It's whatever you feel is right for you. You can do
Okay.
any of those things.
Okay.
So what feels best to you, that would be the choice.
Okay.
But no, it might take a little time or it might happen really quickly. It just
Okay.
depends on how ready you are to release it. But here's how you can test it. If you start telling the story about what you went through and it triggers you,
Yeah.
it's not cleared.
Okay.
If you can tell the story with no emotion, it's done.
Okay.
And I'll give you a little anecdote that'll help you with this. When I was 5 years old, I was molested by my grandfather. I thought I had dealt with that entirely. And then I had a tarot reading recently where it came up that there was this spirit who was trying to help me, and it was my grandfather. And I'm like, no way, I don't want that person anywhere near me. And oh boy, there's a clue. I still have
Right.
something to resolve. So that's how we can tell. Are you triggered?
Okay.
So in that case, being triggered is a gift, because you can say, wow, I still need to work on that. Because, we can stuff it down and think it's dealt with until it comes and bites you in the behind again.
Okay.
So for you, it's about, going into love, trying to send love to them, that they have a better time, that they can overcome their old issues. And in the doing of that, understanding that, they're broken people, they've got their issues too. And there's a reason that happened.
Yeah.
They need to learn and grow, but that's not your problem. It's understanding that allows you to separate from it, that it's not personal. It was their issue and they took it out on you.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
So
that helps.
That's a lot to unpack. Does that help?
Yeah, well, it's just, I'm really trying to do these clearings so like I can, evolve and ascend and like just kind of like really be more open to light and not carry all this like heaviness around with me all the time. And so it's just really trying to figure out like how to work through that and then like what to do to clear it. But I do understand about, kind of, forgiving and letting go and not holding regret or grudges or things like that. I try not to do that anyway in my life. So I guess I just have to figure out how I can, clear it, because I don't want to carry it anymore.
Yeah. Well, at some point you might actually feel gratitude that it happened, because it gives you the opportunity to release all that old baggage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you're headed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it, just because it's allowing me to like understand it and it comes up. So now I'm aware of it. And because once you're aware of it, now you can work on clearing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask you one other really quick question?
Sure.
So I have this guy in my life, and from everything I've asked you in the past about him, it's nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to go anywhere. But he doesn't seem to go anywhere. And so I'm just kind of like, is this worth still entertaining, or do I really just need to cut the cord?
Okay. So this man who's still hanging around.
His name's Lawrence.
Lawrence. Okay. Is it an optimal choice to allow Lawrence to still hang around? It's neither yes nor no. It's up to you. How do you feel about it? If you feel good about him hanging around, then let him. So you're undecided and they're not going to tell you.
Okay. So if I say yes, that I'm okay, that I'm good with it, which I do kind of feel like I am, I've just been questioning it. Is it something that like is worth putting the time into if I'm like, yes, I'm willing to try this.
Okay. Is it an optimal choice for Danelle to put time into a relationship with Lawrence? Same thing, but underlying that is, it depends on what kind of relationship you're talking about. Is it a friendship?
Okay.
Or is it a romantic? Because I'm feeling like he's more in the friendship category. So can you keep him around as a friend as opposed to a romantic relationship?
It would be romantic because it definitely be romantic. Because I mean, like friends, I think is always like the fallback, like no matter what. But it would have to be romantic for the things that he says.
Okay. So is it an optimal choice to allow a romantic relationship to develop with Lawrence? It could be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I figured. It's just kind of see how it flows, you know?
Yeah, but keep checking in with yourself. How do you feel about it?
Yeah.
You know, if you're just giving in because he's always there, that's not an optimal situation.
Right. No. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay. I don't see Rachel back yet. So Belinda, you're next. Yeah, I'll find it. So after Belinda, we have 2 more people, you guys, and then I'll be popping into YouTube. So we just need you to unmute and turn on your camera, Belinda.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I started doing something else and all of a sudden I heard you. Yeah, I wasn't being allowed in the room, so I didn't know that I was still waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're here. So what's your question?
I want to know, like this week, what is the highest and best for me from my guides?
So for Belinda, what can you tell her that is the most optimal, highest and best for this coming week? I'm also hearing the Beatles, all you need is love. So the love comes up. So are you saying she needs more love in her life? Yeah, allowing more love in your life. It's feeling like maybe a little more focus on the love, making it more of a priority than it has been, because then I see your heart just kind of lighting up like the sun. So do you feel like there's not enough love in your life?
I feel like there can always be more. That's definitely something I can focus on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is there anything else specific you wanted to ask about?
You know what? Can you look at more like more of a purpose that I have in life? That would be.
So is there something more purposeful that Belinda can work on? And again, love comes up. So it's not only love and relationships, but it's, presuming you're a light worker, because most people who come to these things are, it's allowing more of that love, that divine love to flow from you to the world. That's about as purposeful as it gets.
Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of more of the high frequency, practicing being in that high frequency of love and joy.
Yeah, because everything is better when you do that.
Mm,
Your
yeah.
world is just smoother and less bumps in the road. More of what you want comes into your life. You feel wonderful.
Mhm.
It's like you're constantly in this state of blissed out Zen because you're
Yeah.
on your path. You're doing what you need to do. You're allowing that love to flow both ways. So
Yeah.
don't forget, allow the love to flow to you as well and accepting the love.
Yeah. Got total body chill when you said that. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah.
Because for some people, they're really good at putting the love out there, but they're not so good at accepting it.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm good. I don't need it. Give it to somebody who needs it. No, if somebody's offering you love, that's a beautiful gift. Don't turn
Mhm.
that down. Accept it. Because what you've done is you've robbed them of the opportunity to feel good about giving you the gift.
Mhm.
As long as
Yeah.
it's a gift that you want to accept, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this totally makes sense, by the way. Yeah.
So for people who are givers, who find it hard to receive, if they can just flip that script and understand, you feel bad if somebody turns you down when you're trying to give them a gift, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to do that to somebody else? Why wouldn't you give them the gift of giving you a gift?
Yeah.
You feel good then.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
even if you can't accept it because you, for some reason, don't think you deserve it, accept it just to give them the gift of giving. And then it gets easier the more that you do it. So as long
Yeah.
as it's something that you would enjoy, say yes. Even if it's a compliment, smile and say thank you. Don't rebuff it.
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
that's all tied up with self-esteem.
Yeah.
Somewhere deep down, it's like, I'm not deserving of this. Somebody else should get it. And that's not true. You are a perfect, amazing soul, and you deserve it as much as anybody else.
Mm. Mm. That's beautiful. Yeah.
So if you just work on letting the love in,
Okay.
that will change your life.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. So Amy, you are up. And then after Amy, I just have Alyssa. And unless somebody else shows up in the Zoom room, I'll be popping over to YouTube shortly. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm terrific. How are you?
Good.
So what is your question?
Hold on just a second. So I've been job searching for a while, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of on I'm on the other one too, and so I'm getting a delay.
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me twice?
I do hear it in the background.
Okay. Okay, if it's not bothering you, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So I've been looking for a job for a while, and I finally have a regular interview with somebody. And I wondered if that is going to be the job for me. I have the interview on Monday.
Okay. So that's the question. The interview on Monday, is that the job?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Amy, the job interview on Monday, is this an optimal choice for her? Feels good. And is it highly likely that she will be chosen? Yeah, I'm seeing green lights. It's like all systems go on this one. So just go into it with that light, confident energy that you are an amazing soul and this is a good match for you. And it will be fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, is that all you wanted to know?
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So Alyssa, I see you're already here. There you are.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, because I got jumped out.
Yeah, I kicked you out last time.
Yeah. So I have a question. It's also in the chat, so you can ignore it. About a car for my daughter. We're having a little bit of an issue trying to find one. Do we continue looking for used ones? Do we get a new one? Is it not the time? Is that why there's a blockage? Do we just give her one of ours?
Okay.
We just don't know.
So for Alyssa's daughter, is this the optimal time for her to have a car? Yeah, it's a good time. So would the best choice be one of their cars to give her one of their cars? That's a yes. What about a used car? No. And a new car? I get a no on that. So definitely a yes on giving her one of yours.
Okay. The problem is she lives in Canada and we'd have to pay the import taxes. So is there some way that we have to, pay the import taxes and give it to her that way, or put her on our insurance, which they won't allow because she's an adult?
Okay. So there's the complication with the import taxes. Are you saying with that understanding, it's still the best choice? Still saying yes. So why? It's going to be a better deal to pay the import taxes than to, yeah. So it's still going to be a better deal to do that than to buy something else.
Okay. Can I ask which car?
Yeah. What are the choices?
Okay. It's a BMW that needs lots of work, or perhaps like a rag top.
A rag top?
A convertible.
Oh, okay. So
our Audi convertible.
Okay, so
which makes no sense in Canada.
Right. So for the daughter, the optimal choice, would it be the BMW that needs lots of work? And what about the convertible? Yeah, I got a big yes on the BMW. So can you get some of the work done before you send it to her?
Probably, yeah. But the ongoing maintenance is the problem. Yeah. Okay. Right.
But I'm still getting that's going to be a better deal in the long run.
Okay, even though she has no garage to put it in.
Well, lots of people don't have garages, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just concerned about the stealing of all the parts and stuff because it's a BMW. So anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you. And ignore my chat message.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, you guys. So I'm heading over to YouTube now. Let's see what's going on over there. All right, give me a second to catch up with what's happening. So I hope I'm not slaughtering your name. Eulabella says, is there something that's important for me to know about my grandchildren, 2 girls? Always worried about them. Is there somebody coming into your life like a lover or a partner? Okay. So for Eulabella, the grandchildren, the girls, is there anything she needs to be concerned about with regards to them? There is something you need to be concerned about. Is it their physical well-being? No. It's their emotional well-being. So are you saying that the grandchildren are not getting enough emotional support in their family? It's not that. They need the extra that you can bring them, Eulabella. So yeah, it's an important, it's like a foundational piece to their lives that you're adding. So where you can be there to support them, they know that you're there to support them. They feel that love. That's really important for them. So hopefully that makes sense. And for Eulabella, is there a romance in the near future? So for Eulabella, a romance coming up soon? Yes. Okay. So is it somebody she already knows? No. It's a new person, and they will arrive in the next 3 months or less. Yes. Okay. That was easy. So the next 3 months or less. And know, Eulabella, that you can change that timeline by the actions or the inactions, right? So when you feel nudging from your angels to take action, do that so that you don't miss the opportunity. You can actually cause it to happen sooner if you take the action quickly. So whenever you feel led to take some action, you feel like the angels are tossing you some breadcrumbs, follow up on them quickly, and that can actually accelerate things. So hopefully that makes sense. So Donna, do my guides have a message? Visions and downloads seem to have stopped after your ruptured appendix. Wow, sorry about that. And they said, stop wasting time. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. So for Donna, so why did the messages stop after her appendix? What's that about? It's just focus, Donna. It's you relaxing, getting your confidence back and getting back into that rhythm again, and it will happen. So don't worry about it. When you worry about it, you push it away. So just relax into it. accept whatever tiny little bits you get. You'll be fine. And so can you clarify what you were talking about with the stop wasting time? Your ego said that. Your angels did not say that. So that's where the confusion is. Ego took that opportunity when you were vulnerable to step in and fake being your angels, making you think that you weren't enough. Your angels would never do that to you. They're always supportive and uplifting. You are doing enough. It's perfect. So just release that ego message. Know that's where it came from. Step back into your relationship with your angels. The messages will start again. They have not abandoned you. They're still there. So it's just a confidence thing for you, getting back into the rhythm with them. So there's your message, Alyssa. I see that now. And Callista, we got you. Sunflowers, hello, you're a new subscriber. Excited to be here. Thank you for coming and being a new subscriber. I appreciate you. Hi, Steph. Sunflowers, you're wondering if your guides have a message related to anxiety and isolating yourself. Okay. So for Sunflowers, what can you tell her about anxiety and isolation? Yeah, it's a lot of fear that I'm feeling. It's like I'm seeing you as a child and you're kind of hiding under the blankets because there's something out there it feels like dread and worry. And just know that you need to lean on your angels more when you feel that. That's the darkness, that's the ego whispering, trying to do its job and keep you safe, but it's really not very helpful in cases like this. So it's more about you. Take some deep breaths, do some meditation if you don't. Connect with your guides and your angels through meditation. It would be really good for you to do some of the meditations that are on my channel. There's a whole playlist of them, Sunflowers. You want the ones that are going to lift you up and make you feel good, help you to come into that fluid relationship with your angels so that you can have the confidence of knowing that they're always there. When you have that worry bubbling up inside of you, you can reach out to them. They'll hold your hands. They will lift you up. They will never desert you. So it's reconnecting with them, allowing them in. And the isolation. Yeah, I don't know. Is that about being an introvert, the isolation? Yeah. And probably a little bit of the COVID, because, the thing about COVID, for people who were introverts and had been making progress about getting out there a little more, that just shut it all down and took them backwards. So it might take effort on your part, but little by little, get out there a little more. Stop isolating. You need people around you to support you too. You need experiences. You need to get out in the sunshine because you're a sunflower. You need the light to nourish you. So get out in nature, connect with your angels, do some deep breathing out in nature. Allow those messages to flow through you. And if you're not in the 21-day challenge group, I highly recommend that because it will help you. There's so much support there and inspiration from other people who have been through what you've been through, who are needing that support. So let me see if I can find the link for you. I'll just give you the link to my books. You'll see it there. What you want is the book that's called The Path to Hearing Angels and Guides. That is a course in that little book to learn how to channel, to connect with your angels, to hear them, having that two-way dialogue. So in the book, there is a link where you can join the support group. It's a Facebook group. That will help you tremendously. You need that love, that contact, that confidence to build you up. So try that and let me know how it goes. Janny, you get to do some volunteer cleaning with friends. Oh, so you can't be here. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by and posting a message. It's always lovely to have your energy here. So I hope you have a fabulous time with your friends and your volunteer work. Rachel, I see you said hi and happy Saturday. Sorry you weren't able to get back into the Zoom. Maybe you put your question down here. Laurel, you're new to the channel. You saw me with Corey and you've got a lot of questions. Most important is, what do your guides have to say? And is your husband Larry around? Love the energy. Thank you. And thank you for watching with Corey. I'm so happy for that and for joining us today. So for Laurel, Is husband Larry around? Yeah. Yeah. And as I say that, I see him walking up behind you and putting his arm over your shoulder and just kind of pulling you in under his arm just to give you that support to let you know he's there. So if you felt that, it's not your imagination. When you feel that, just send him some love and thank him for showing up. But when you think about them, when you talk about them, they draw near. That's just the way it is. They will never desert you. So he's around. So what else would you like to share with Laurel? Yeah, lots of love and lots of smile. Lift yourself up, smile, lean into that positive, upbeat energy. And I'm hearing the Put on the Happy Face song. So if you don't know the lyrics to that, you should go look that up. That's the energy that they're encouraging you to step into, because your life still goes on, even though your husband is gone. You've got things to do. Your soul came here with a purpose, and you don't want to put your purpose on hold just because you're grieving a loss. In fact, the best way to honor a lost loved one is to step more deeply into your purpose, really go for it. So when you do that and you start living more purposefully, you'll feel better. You'll need to call on those departed ones less often because you'll be fulfilled by your mission. So if you're not already doing what feeds your soul, get out there and do it. That will change your life in the most marvelous ways. And that is what it's about for we souls to be here, to do what feeds our soul, to lean into that purposeful life. So I hope that helps, Laurel. Okay, you were wondering if your guides have a message. Who is with you in this lifetime from previous lives? Okay, let me get a quick sip here. Getting a little dry. All righty. So a message for KW. Anything you want to share with KW? Smooth and slick. I'm seeing like this black poly material, like a heavy garbage bag material, but it's not a garbage bag. And it's laid out and water's being poured on it so that people can run and slide on it, if that makes sense. So it's a game that you're playing in the outdoors. For you, that means more fun. That you're not putting enough fun in your life. Your soul also, in addition to doing what feeds your soul, you need to put fun in there, because when you do it, it shifts your energy so that you can live a more fulfilling, happy life. So more fun. And anything else you want to share with KW? Yeah, they're saying work on the fun. The rest will come into place. All right. And who is with her in this lifetime who's been with her in a past life? Anybody in the immediate family? Not immediate family. Okay. Extended family? No. So it looks like you've got a whole different family in this lifetime, Kay. So are there friends? Yeah, there are some friends around you. Okay. Female? And male? Female friend. Is there more than one? Okay. More than 3? Wow, more than 3. Okay. More than 5? This is wild. Okay. So 100% you're saying she's got more than 5 people that she's had a past life with in her life presently. And are they close friends? No, no. Are any of them close friends? No, they feel like acquaintances. Are you saying they're acquaintances? Okay, so there's people in your circle, like around 5 people, women, who you've had past life experiences with. So maybe you can come back next month and ask, give me some names and I can go through the names and tell you which ones they are. That's probably the best we can do in this format. Or if you want to come on the Zoom side and be on camera next month, that would be good, because then you can tell me the names and we can interact that way. It's always easier if I can see you. So humanity. Does Spirit have a message for you? So for humanity. Is there a message for humanity? Hang on, it's taken just a minute to tune into their channel. What do you want to share with humanity? Peace, peace and love. Those are, it feels like those are your guide words, that for you, peace and love is a real priority, and you're very aware of that, and you are living as if they are priorities, which is beautiful. And so the angels are loving that. The angels are standing in this semicircle, their arms around each other, and they're doing that sway thing that people do. Like there's music playing and they're swaying, and that's evocative of the peace and love, isn't it? So they're showing the peace and love in that visual. That's really cool. So anything else you want to share with humanity? Just keep going. It's beautiful, it's needed, it's appreciated, and they are right there backing you up. It's like they're your backup chorus, right? So they've got your back. They're assisting you in putting out more peace and love into the world. So keep doing that. It's beautiful. So I hope that makes sense and helps. Hi, Katja, welcome. Okay, you were trying to do the Zoom and it didn't work. I'm sorry. Maybe you can practice on that for next month and try again. That would be great. Roberta, where and when will I find a new place to live? New subscriber, and thank you. Well, welcome, and you are so welcome. I'm glad you could be here. So for Roberta, is a new place to live in her near future? Yeah. Okay, so would it be less than 3 months? Yeah, less than 3 months. And is it somewhere nearby to where she presently resides? No, it's further away. So is it a different, I don't know if you're in the States or not, but we'll go with that presumption unless you tell me different. Is it a different state from where she presently lives? Yes. Okay, so is it north of where she presently lives? No. South of where she south comes as a yes. What about east? And west? Okay, so south, somewhere south of you. And definitely a different state south. Yeah, different state south of you. So, yeah. I'm not sure what else to ask at this point. So if you've got something else you want to put into that, just, put it down below and I'll get to it when I scroll down. So Pam, what changes for the near future? So for Pam, what choices for the near future? Always the ones that feel best, Pam. That's the first place to start. They're saying tread lightly and tread carefully about these choices. It's like there's some trepidation or uncertainty that I feel in my solar plexus for you. So you've got choices, but you're not sure what's the best. So here's what you do. You take each choice, feel it in your solar plexus one at a time. Just let it kind of roll around in your solar plexus. The one that feels best is the best choice to make. If you use that going forward in your life, it will serve you so well. Because when we let ego think our way through what is the best choice, it very often is not the best choice. It's holding us back, it's keeping us safe, but it's not for our higher and better purpose. So for you, instead of thinking your way through choices, feel your way through choices. That will serve you so well. So I hope that helps. Katja, you've had some rough weeks lately, and you seem to have lost the ability to feel your guides. Yeah, I know what that feels like. You feel so lost, but truly they never left. It's you that left. You start listening more to ego. You start beating up on yourself, perhaps, because we tend to do that when we're in those darker places. And just know that your angels are right there holding you. They haven't gone anywhere. So when you can get into that quiet place, allow yourself to connect with them heart to heart, you will hear them again. And if you're struggling with that, then grab that book, the 21-day meditation challenge. The book's title is The Path to Hearing Angels and Guides. It will help you to open up your channel so that you can connect with them more fluidly. And then I would also encourage you to join the Facebook group, because that support there will help you accelerate your progress, because we all want to get this faster, sooner, right? We need it right now. So give yourself that gift. Lean into your angels. Get back on track with them, and it will be wonderful, because they didn't leave you. Never forget that. They will not leave you. Always there. Dakota Charm. Hey, I finally got to you. Good morning. It's afternoon now. Thank you and my team for their guidance and love as I enter retirement and start my next magical adventure. Yeah, it's magical, and it's coming up really, really soon. Any messages for either of us? Okay. Are you hauling hay today? Okay, so for Dakota Charm, any messages for Debbie or Dan this week? Yeah, okay. So what are the messages? Not time to pack away your winter clothes yet. Oh, sorry to tell you that. So are you saying there's more snow coming, more storms? Yeah, that whole system is not done with you yet. So stay in the flow, stay warm, stay safe, and glide your way into retirement. You don't want to let any of those obstacles trip you up. Also, they're saying beware of getting pulled back into that job, because your heart feels drawn to do more, to give more. For you, there needs to be a separation. It's time to let go of that. You're done with that. You're moving on to your next phase. So that separation has to happen. And yeah, they're going to pull on you and maybe even try to guilt you into giving them more, because you're good and they need you and they're sorry to lose you. But you've done that. You've given, and it's your turn now to really lean into your purpose. So do that with a joyful heart, with all that excited anticipation, enjoying every ounce of that magic, because you deserve it. You've earned it, and it's time. So hopefully that helps. Birdsong. Does my son need to hire an attorney, or is he okay without one? Okay, so for Birdsong, would it be a wise choice for her son to hire an attorney? Yes, definitely. What do you need to know regarding the situation with the ex? And thank you. So anything they need to know about the situation with the ex? Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy ride. So slow, methodical. Really take your time. Make sure each step of the way that you've got your bases covered, because there's some malice there, that dark energy being directed towards you. So you want to stay in the light, connect with your angels, ignore what that other person is doing. You stay on your path. But this is why you need the attorney to intervene for you, to take care of all of that, so that you don't have to get wound up in all that negative energy. Let it bounce off of you. Put on your angel armor. Let it bounce off. Don't let it come in and interfere with your life, taking you off your path. Your path is the most important thing you can do. So, in life, things happen like this, where something comes up that presents a distraction and an obstacle. Our challenge is rebuff it. Don't engage with it. Keep moving forward on your path. So I hope that makes sense and it helps. Let me know. Rosa, will you have problems with the sale of your house? Will it go through? So for Rosa, is it highly likely the sale of the house will go through? Yes. And will it go through soon? Not so soon. So like more than a month? Less than a month? Less than a month. So that feels pretty soon to me. And are there going to be any glitches they have to be aware of? That's kind of up in the air. It could go either way. So there's something at play. So what you want to do is call your angels in, ask them to smooth the way, to get rid of those wrinkles and whatever obstacle that's trying to insert itself into your plan. So there's just something to be aware that it's there. It could be an issue. Knowing that, having your angels by your side and continue moving forward, that's going to help you a lot. So it is looking like it's going to go pretty soon, though. That's really cool. So congratulations on the sale of your house. Cynthura, hey, it's great to have you back. Any messages for you as you job hunt? You don't know how to join the video. Yeah, you can ask the question here. That's perfect. So just next month, try to, if you want to be on video, use the Zoom link and you can join me there. So for Cynthura, any messages while she's job hunting you want to share with her? They're jumping up and down with excitement, Cynthura. They're very happy for you. You're on the right track. It's feeling like you're in a much better place than the last time we talked. You're feeling more empowered, which is really wonderful. And it's like, you've got this, baby. Just keep moving forward. Know that we're going to be here nudging you to keep you on the right track. So is there an optimal job in the near future for Cynthura? Yes. Okay. And is it something she's already applied for? No. Is it something that she's considering applying for? Yeah, so something you're thinking about, but you haven't taken action yet. That's waiting for you. And just again, as I said to somebody previously, feel your way through it, Cynthura. You want to pick the one that feels the very best. So if there are several that feel pretty good, then just go apply for them all and take the one that feels the very best. But yeah, it's looking really positive, so that's very exciting. So come back and let us know how it goes. Yeah, thank you guys for welcoming Mike back. It's good to have him back with us again. And for you, if you're new, you wouldn't know, but Mike was in rehab after a bad fall. So it's really wonderful to see a smiling face again. Oh, Birdsong, you had to leave. Okay, great. So when you hear the message, then just in the comments of the video, let me know if it made sense. For all of you, if you could do that, it'd be really helpful. Because I never know when you're here in YouTube chat whether it made sense to you or it was helpful. So if you leave that in the comments, that will help too. And if there's a follow-up question, you can put that there as well. So Martha, need to know if your little sister Marina will get the life insurance from her husband. It's been over 2 weeks since he passed. So for Martha's sister Marina, is it highly likely that she will receive the life insurance benefit from her husband? Yes, she will get it. And will she get it this month? Will she get it in the month of March? Yeah, I'm getting that she'll get it in the month of March. So towards the end of the month? Yeah. So you're saying probably the last week? Yeah, it's looking like it's more towards the end of March. So it's in process, and don't stress about it because that's not going to help anything. She needs to take care of herself right now and be in that calm, healing place as much as she can. So if you can help her with that, that will keep her in a better aligned energy, which won't put out any sparks, dissonant energy, which could block the check. Because, that's the thing. Sometimes we get out of alignment and our energy is kind of fizzy and it's almost like we're throwing sparks, which can push away things that we're trying to manifest. So you want to keep her in a calm, trusting state that the angels will help her. And it doesn't hurt if you both ask the angels to facilitate that check, because that could cause it to come sooner. So that would be a highly optimal choice for you to make. I hope that helps. Hey, Rosa, welcome. Thank you. I remember your name from Corey's chat. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm glad you joined us. Linda, do the Bluejays Cardinals have a message? Anything from your guide team? Okay, so for Linda, Bluejays and Cardinals, is there a message you want to share with her? Oh, lots of chatter I'm hearing, Linda. They're excited about spring, so that's one of the reasons they're doing all that chattering. Oh, wow. So what I'm getting is they're screaming at you to wake up. It's like you've been in this long slumber and you're just finally coming out of it, coming to more awareness, getting more involved in life again. I think that makes sense for you, but let me know if it does. Yeah, so it's about you. Let's get on with it already, Linda. Let's start living this life. You got a lot of living to do that's been on hold for a while. Now is your time, baby. Go for it. Okay, and from your team, anything the team wants to share with Linda? They second what the birds said. So, Linda, get out there in the sunshine. Start doing those things that bring you joy as opposed to worrying about everybody else. This is Linda's time. It's time to really embrace you. More love for yourself. That's needed. And then from that place of love, you will be of more service to the world. But you got to do it here first, Linda. Rosa, will you have problems with the sale? I think I got that already. Yeah. Okay. HC. Did I get that already? Maybe there's another Rosa. Now I'm not sure. Okay. I don't see one there. Yeah, I think that was the same one. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Just want to be sure I'm not missing somebody. So HC, you want to know what you can do to sleep better. You've tried everything that you can think of, CPAP supplements, and you're exhausted. So for HC, what can you share with her or him, them, about getting better sleep? There's a lot of worry going on, and that's keeping the mind busy and not letting you sleep. So I don't know if you do meditate, but meditation would be really helpful, especially before bed. You know what? Go to my akashaunleashed.com website. On there is, under the meditation tab, there's a meditation called the Blue Vortex. Get the Blue Vortex, lay down, get ready for bed, listen to the Blue Vortex, and go to sleep. It should put you to sleep. If it doesn't, it should get you into that state where you're ready for sleep. That's one thing positive you can do. It's the Blue Vortex of Healing. That's the full name. It's really great. Lots of people have told me, I wanted to listen to your meditation, but I fell asleep. It's like, good. If it puts you to sleep, you needed it. So do that. And then one day when you've got enough sleep, you can listen to the whole thing. But meanwhile, work on the sleep. So let go of the worry, let go of the stress about sleep, relax and allow it to happen. And then I'm seeing you. There you are, lying in bed, and your angels are standing all around your bed singing you a lullaby. They are doing everything they can to help you. So relax into that love, that energy. When you close your eyes, picture your angels. Pretend that you can hear them. It is real. And pretending is okay, because that's like priming the pump to help you see and feel it. It will feel like you're just making it all up in the beginning, but know that when that's your intention and when you have made that request, it's real. So just pretend it into your awareness. Allow them to help you with that. And anything else? Yeah, it's feeling like you're just wound up really tight, like a top that's ready to go. So more relaxing for you would be really wonderful. The meditation will help. Try that and let me know, okay? Oh, Jilly, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Lisa, at times there's a critter that likes to sound like a house fire alarm on low battery. Oh my gosh. What is it? And is there a message? Goes on for hours and then stops for the rest of the night. That's wacky. Okay, so for Lisa, is this some kind of a living being that's making this noise? It is. Okay. So can you give us a clue what this is about? What she can do about it? Is it a bird of some sort? Not a bird. So it's a four-legged critter. Yeah, some kind of four-legged critter. It might be a ferret. I'm kind of getting, yeah, I see a picture. Are you saying it's a ferret? Okay. Is it a pet ferret that got loose? Yeah. But it's shy. It's hiding from you. So what can she do about this? Would it be an optimal choice to call an expert in who deals with that kind of thing? That would be a good choice. But if it's somebody's pet, maybe you could put a food dish out. I don't know if you have cameras around your house, but if you could put a food dish out, and if you had cameras so you could spot it and see what's going on, that would be helpful. At least that would help you to identify it. But yeah, either that, or if it's really driving you crazy, then it might be time to call a professional to help you with it. But that's what they're saying. It's either a ferret or something very much like one. Oh, Callista, you like the square dancing story. I'm so glad. Jilly, you liked it too. Thank you. Nancy, you're so welcome. Rachel, you waited in the waiting room and it said that I removed you and you can't join again. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I hit the wrong button. I don't know if you heard that on the video or not. When I was going to hit your name, it jumped and it hit somebody else's. So it knocked you out of there. You should have been able to reconnect, though. I don't know why that was. But, if you can leave your question here, or maybe you did below. Oh, thank you, Susan, for letting her know that. I see you typed it. Okay, Rachel, is Portugal optimal for buying? For Rachel, would it be an optimal choice to buy in Portugal? I get a yes on that, Rachel. And timeline for that, would it be 6 months or less? Would that be an optimal time? No, a little longer than that, Rachel. In 2023? Yeah, so like the last half of 2023? Okay, so third quarter? Fourth quarter. Yeah, the optimal seems to be fourth quarter, Rachel. But that doesn't mean, of course, that you're not going to look around and, do your diligence in the meantime. But it sounds really good. So congratulations that you're thinking of settling down in Portugal. That's really cool. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you for trying to help Rachel with the video. I appreciate that. So for Nancy, will the animal Reiki business take off anytime soon to help out the finances? Animal Reiki. Is animal Reiki the optimal choice for her right now? Yes, it's good. Okay, and does it look like it's going to be profitable in the next 6 months, let's say? Yeah, in the next 6 months. Okay, what about 3 months? Profitable in 3 months? The potential is there. Less than 3 months? No, so at least 3 months, so probably 3 to 6. But keep doing all of the things that you feel led to do, getting the word out there. Maybe you have to contact some rescues or, people who are involved in rehoming animals, things like that, because that's a great way to connect with people who have these needs. And, especially after like shelters adopt out pets, the new owners often could use some help with getting that animal settled in. So that might be a place, if you connect with shelters and rescues, let them know you're available. That could be a really great inroad for you. I don't know if you've connected with any vets or not, but if you can find a vet who's holistic and who is open to that kind of work, you might get some referrals that way too. So those are just a couple of things to try. But just keep moving forward, taking that action, and that allows your angels to assist you. But keep asking them for whatever you need as well. And then be on the lookout for those breadcrumbs. Take action as soon as you see them. You're on the right track. That's the most important thing. Hi, Dreaming Big. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. I remember your name. Oh, Katya, you had to leave. Okay. Yeah, I hope everything works out soon. Melinda. Oops, hang on, you just jumped. We were doing so well there too. I hate it when it does that. Come on. Where did you go? Okay, Melinda. Okay. First thing, never Debbie, always Deborah. And, that's nothing against you, but anybody else who's new and doesn't know, I don't like Debbie. So it's got to be Deborah. Thank you. You found me via collaboration. Okay, thank you. It's the third Akashic Records thing that's come into your awareness. Yeah, they come into your awareness when you're ready. They do. You're excited to book a reading and be part of the community. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, we love having you here because this is all about getting the word out to more people about the amazing Akashic Records, how they can help you with your life journey so that it is more fulfilling and you accomplish the goals that you came here for. So yeah, thanks for being here. Oh, and you guys, it's almost 1 o'clock and we're supposed to stop at 1. Now I'm going to keep going for all the questions that are here, but stop putting new questions in if you would, please, so that we're not here for 2 more hours because my husband's not going to be happy if I do that. He wants a little of my time today. So Rachel, you said is buying in Portugal, Optimal, or Majorca, buying or renting. Okay. So for Rachel, buying in Portugal, is that a better choice than Majorca? Yeah. Portugal's coming up this time as a better choice. And would it be optimal to purchase? What about renting? Renting is, it could be okay as a temporary measure if you wanted, but buying is actually really your better choice. And something must be happening with the economics, Rachel, because they're telling you, it's probably going to happen in the 4th quarter. So things are still at play. Just flow with it, knowing that the right place is coming. Also remembering that when you get those nudges and you take action, you can accelerate the timeline. So it feels to me like you want it to be sooner than 4th quarter. So yeah, just get in the flow, pay attention to those breadcrumbs, take the action when it shows up, and you can speed it up, but at least by 4th quarter. Dreaming Big, you were asking how this works. I hope you got it. Yeah, and Betty, I see, explained it to you. Great. Yeah, so the way it works, that people who are on my mailing list, if you sign up for the VIP list, and that's on my website, it's on both of them. It's debralupien.com and akashaunleashed.com. Both of them have places to sign up for VIP, and it's also on my YouTube. Usually it's in the pinned comment. You can usually find that. So if you're on my mailing list, I send you the Zoom link and I send you the YouTube link so that if you're willing to be on camera, you can join me on Zoom. And if you're not, or you can't for some reason, then you can come here in YouTube to ask your questions. I like the Zoom part of it for those who don't mind being on camera, because I can have that connection with you and you can respond to me if I have to have a follow-up question. So that's kind of the gist of what it's all about. And we're just here usually for a couple of hours and I answer whatever questions you guys have. And that's the basics. Danielle, it looks like a lot of people liked your question. That's awesome. Yeah. And that's the thing about this, you guys, which is why we do it this way, because when you ask and you get this helpful answer, then very often it helps somebody else, because answers are universal truth. And very often somebody else is having a similar issue. So this is all love, light, and universal truth from your guide teams, because I'm asking your angels and your guides, not mine. I'm asking yours. So that's all universal and it can apply to many, many people. Plus, it's just great wisdom, general information as well. Melinda, you got tingles from the message on love. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Lots and lots of love coming to all of us from our angels and our guides. Cynthia, you're seeing Corey's show pop up in the feed and you want a link. Oh yeah, if you're still here, I have it. Let me give you that. So anybody who hasn't seen the show I did with Corey, that was on Wednesday. We did I think it was a couple of hours live stream. It was my first time on his channel meeting his people, but I've been watching him for over a year. So I was familiar with some of the names and the format. And we just had a really great time talking about the Akashic Records. So there's a lot there if you don't know about them that you can learn just from the conversation. And then a good amount of time we spent answering questions. So it was really awesome. And hopefully we'll get together again in the future. If you want me back on there, put a comment on the video and let them know. And that will help with the rotation. So I put the link in for you, Cynthia. Sheila, it would help so much to know that your sweet Jude cat who crossed 3-1 is in the light. You tried to help him and you hope he felt your love. Oh yeah, of course he did, Sheila. They always do. Pets are just so open to that. They feel that love deeply and they take that with them to the other side. They don't forget you. And they will come around if you need them. If you are having a difficult time with the loss, which most of us do, you can close your eyes, pretend he's on your lap or beside you, stroke him. However you used to stroke him, do that. It will be real. His spirit will be there. He will be feeling it, and it will help you with your healing. So give yourself that gift, if that feels good to you, of course. So Sheila's cat, Jude. Do you want to say something to your mom? I hear lots of purring. I don't know if he was a black cat, but I'm seeing a black cat and green eyes. Lots of purring though, just beautiful. Yeah. And yes, he's in the light and love and reunited with loved ones that he had lost before. Just moving on with his journey, but always keeping an eye on you. That's just what they do. So know that and allow that to bring you comfort as you deal with this next phase of your life. Oh, and he's saying if you want to get another cat, don't hesitate. Do that. That's an honor to them. If we decide that there's a hole in our lives where they were, and we want to bring in another pet to fill that space, they're happy about that. They don't want you to be sad and lonely. So I hope that helps. Yes, you can ask a question, Dreaming Big. I hope you did down here somewhere. Oh, I see you did. Okay, so we're getting to you. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. You live in Canada, Toronto, and most people have street parking, even with the nicer cars, and it's safe. Thank you for sharing that I forget the name of the person who asked about it. I think it was Alyssa, about the daughter parking her car. Yeah, the BMW. That's really helpful. I appreciate that. So Dreaming Big, are you on the right track with your new job? Will you make income doing it that you can live on? Okay, so for Dreaming Big, is she on the right track with this new job? It's not 100%. There's something that's not quite aligned, but it feels like it's good enough for now. And will it provide her enough income to live on? Oh, that's the bauble. Okay, it's not enough to live on. Not quite. Are you saying she should get another job in addition to that one? That's one option. Would there be another job that would be better for her? Yeah, there's another job that's better. So should she pursue something else? Yeah, unless you want to deal with more than one job to fill the gap. It's feeling like this one's not quite up to par that you can comfortably live on. And your angels are saying you need and deserve better. So don't settle. And let's see. How long will it take before she gets that job that she can live on? Will it be more than a month? Yeah, definitely more than a month before all the pieces come together. And don't forget to call your angels in on that. Have them bring to your awareness the best job and open those doors for you so that you can just glide right through and everything is smooth as silk. And there you are now in a job that suits you and that you can comfortably live on. So is there anything else you want to say about that? More than a month. Okay. Less than 3 months? Yeah. So between 1 and 3 months. That's what it's feeling like right now. And again, that timeline can change if you take action sooner. So just remember that's in your hands. You're the creator of your reality. So get out there when you feel inspired or you get those nudges, act fast, and that will help you. Elena, you got kicked out of Zoom and it wouldn't let you back in. I'm sorry. You got questions about work and birth mother. Okay, hopefully you put them down below. Oh, Melinda, I can't answer about your gifts in this format. When I do the gift readings, that's a different kind of Akashic reading. I actually have to go in doing research and going through to find all those aspects about you. That's a soul introduction. That's on my website. So in that, I get your gifts, which is, informs upon your purpose. I get your soul tribe, and I get your soul specialty, along with your soul gender, and then life lesson. So all of those things come in a soul introduction, but I can't do that in this format. Sorry. Richie, do your guides and angels have a spiritual message? You're still learning how to connect. I'm just glad you're learning, Richie. Keep going. It will happen. So for Richie, what would you like to share with him today? Oh, I'm seeing bright sunshine on you, Richie. Just warming your body, your face, your soul, all this love light pouring through you, warming you up. So that's kind of like a little God wing from your angels, right? It's letting you know that they're there, that you can feel them. So when you feel those little twinges in your body, pay attention. If it's, something positive, it's probably them. When those thoughts just kind of jump into your head out of nowhere that you weren't thinking about, that's an angel message. Pay attention to that. So it's about being present, noticing, because they are working overtime to connect with you. If you start noticing repeating patterns or numbers or even colors or animals, something that just keeps coming into your awareness, that is your angels working overtime to connect with you. So when you notice it, if it's like an animal or numbers or something, look up the symbolism. Dive into that. See if you can figure out what the message is. And if it's something that you just can't figure out, then come back to one of these calls and tell us about it. We'll help you figure it out. But meanwhile, just keep asking them for more. They will keep giving you more until you get it. You might have things show up in your dreams. You might have just those little feelings in your body that kind of lead you one way or another. So tune into that, take action when it happens, and then watch the magic unfold, because they will keep bringing you more and more to get your attention. They never give up on you. And if you're not in that Facebook support group, get the book, The Path to Healing, Angels and Guides. That's the course that teaches you how to channel your angels, how to have that two-way dialogue with ease. And the support group helps you to move forward faster with that. So for anybody who's in a hurry to talk to their angels, to really get the messages, that is the way to do it. Metatron designed that for you, specifically for that reason, because right now we need all angels, all light workers rather, on board to assist in helping us facilitate the coming of Earthtopia, because that's where we're going. That's the promise. And all the light workers working towards it is going to get us there. But we need to hit that tipping point, critical mass number of light workers. So that's why I'm here doing this. That's why a lot of the people are here doing this, because we want to get more people on board with us. Let's get to Earthtopia faster and get out of this crap we've been going through for the last number of years. Hatred, bigotry, corruption, that will not exist in Earthtopia. It really will be a beautiful new world of love and light where we can just be light workers without fear. It will be so glorious, and the sooner the better. Jasmine, hi. You've been having a hard time financially for several months. You're an entrepreneur. Contracts have been challenging or delayed. You're wondering, is it time for a new career? Okay. So for Jasmine, is it an optimal choice to choose a new career? Yeah, that would be really good. It's feeling like the one you're in is just not quite aligned with you. So maybe it's just a shift. Maybe it's not a total retooling of your business, but a shift into something that's complementary could possibly be it. Anything else you can share with us about that? Keep reaching for what feels best, Jasmine. If what you're doing doesn't feed your soul, then it's definitely not aligned with you. So if money and time were not an option, what would you do? That's a clue. How can you make a business out of that, whatever that thing is? It should be somewhere close that you can lean into it. It's really hard to do more than that in this format, but you could get, I have a life tune-up reading on my DebraLupien.com site that is for that kind of thing, a specific issue that you want to work on. And we go through your records to find the best answers that can help you with that. But maybe this will be helpful for you, but definitely the one you're in needs to change in some way, whether you ditch it altogether or shift it. but always in the shifting, look for what feels best, what feeds your soul. That's your barometer for what the best choice is to get you on your soul path. So I hope that helps. Susan, do your guides have a message for you? Okay. So for Susan, what do you want to share with Susan today? I see lots of flowers around you, Susan. You're in this beautiful meadow. The sun is shining on you. And you're just, oh, deep breaths, the fragrance, the fresh air, and the beautiful scent of the flowers. Very relaxing. So this is about you letting go of the stress, letting go of the worry, more relaxation and self-care. And if you can find such a place, like maybe you could go to Central Park when the weather warms up and hang out in that weather. Or maybe you could, there was another thought. I know you're in Manhattan. Isn't there like a planetarium or something that you could go to, or maybe a botanic garden, something that you could do even if the weather's bad? Something like that. It's feeding your senses, Susan. That's what's missing. It's getting out of that apartment, getting fresh air, getting sunlight, feeding your senses, more relaxing and self-care. It's that bundle. So hopefully that makes sense. Sunflowers, you're welcome. Fear from childhood makes sense. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Elena, now that you know who your birth mother supposedly is, why can't you connect with her on the other side for information? That's a great question. Okay, so Elena's birth mother. Is there a reason you're holding back? She's embarrassed, Elena. Oh, I feel it so deeply in my heart chakra. Wow, it's painful. It's connecting with you is painful for her because she carries that karma and the guilt about what she did to you. You know, of course, she didn't know all the things that would happen afterwards, but she just doesn't feel good about the situation. So if you can do some kind of healing ceremony with her, a forgiveness, something to let her know that you're not blaming her, that you really just want to connect with her and share the love and get to know her, that would be helpful. So keep me posted on how that goes. Laurel, 17 years have passed since Larry went, and you're wondering if there's anybody new. Okay, so for Laurel, is there a new love on the horizon for Laurel? Yes, but you've got to let him in, Laurel. It's almost like you've erected an energy barrier to keep them at arm's length, you know, out of loyalty and love for Larry. But just know he wouldn't want that for you. He wants you to be happy moving on with your life. So yeah, when you take down the barriers and let them in, there's more than one out there. There's a whole world of love and joy waiting for you. So ask your angels to help you connect with the right one, the best one. And don't be in a hurry to settle down with anyone, right? Get out there and just be friendly, enjoy male company, enjoy your life, and allow that connection to happen with a Mr. Right down the road. So I hope that helps. Hey, Richard, glad you could be here. Have you done enough to protect your finances? Anything else to be aware of? Okay, so for Richard, we'll start with the first one. Has Richard amply protected his finances? Yes. Is there anything else he needs to be aware of in that regard? No, you did that. You filled that gap, you know, blocked the hole, whatever it was that was going on, you dealt with that, Richard. Any other warnings besides the finances that he needs to be aware of? Get a no on that. That was the big, I'm seeing it like a sore toe, you know, like an inflamed toenail, ingrown toenail. It was painful and it was needing attention, and you did that. So you fixed that. Is it optimal to contest the denial of continued insurance payments? So for Richard, should he contest this denial? Oh yeah, it's yours. Stand up and demand what is yours. And if that means you've got to get a lawyer, then you get a lawyer. But yeah, it's worth fighting for. Of course, when we say fighting for, Richard, try to not get into that aggressive energy. You want to be in an energy that's confident, empowered, just asking for what's mine, not into an adversarial relationship as much as you can avoid that. So just keep that in mind as you go forward in whatever it is that you have to do to get those payments. But yeah. So if Richard does all that, is it highly likely he will get his payments? Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely there waiting for you. It's just, yeah, staying in the right energy. So I hope that makes sense, Richard. Let me know. Katharina, hey, you don't have a fixed place to live. You're currently in Kenya. Wow. That's a big change. You're working and you like it. You're supposed to go back to Boston in April. Would that be wise, or should you move to Kenya? Oh my gosh. So for Katharina, would it be an optimal choice to move to Kenya? Yeah, if you're being called there and you love it there, absolutely. So is this a long-term thing? Not necessarily long-term, but for as long as it feels good to you, Katharina, because you seem to have a soul that bounces around from place to place anyway. So go there, do what you feel led to do, have a really wonderful time, meet lots of new people, and when you feel it's done, then you'll look for the next place. So what about Boston? Would it be an optimal choice to go back to Boston? Oh no, big no on that. In the future, would it be good? It might be in the future, but not right now. So yeah, keep us posted on how this is going. This is really exciting. Pixie Dust, is it in your highest and best interest to move to North Carolina? So for Pixie Dust, North Carolina, is that optimal? Yeah, it feels good. Absolutely. Is there some other place that would be optimal as well? Another? No, that's the place. So narrowing in on North Carolina, wherever it feels good to you to be. Laurel, you just got the 21 day, it's 21 day meditation book. You're looking forward to reading it and learning how to manifest. Awesome. Yeah, it's not manifesting specifically, but that does come from being aligned and being connected with your angels. So yeah, it's all wound together. That's awesome. Hopefully, if you're on Facebook, you'll join the Facebook group for support, because that will help you accelerate your progress. Sheila, you found me on Bridge Cape Ann. Awesome. Immediately drawn. Thank you. Will your business with your stepson be financially good, and will you move soon? Okay, so for Sheila, the business with the stepson. Is it primed for success? Okay, so it's looking like that's going to be what their heart's desire is. It's going to be optimally successful. Yeah, I get big yeses on no matter how I ask it. So absolutely. And will it be a financial success? That's what she really wants to know. Financial success. Yes. Because when you're aligned and you're on your purpose, Sheila, it has to be financially successful, because you're in alignment and you draw those things to you. That's your manifestations happening. That's why it's so important to be in alignment with our soul, because then we are creating the reality that we desire, as opposed to things just happening to us that are being drawn to us by being out of alignment, those sparks that we throw out that can draw negative stuff to us sometimes. So yeah, you're in alignment and moving forward. It looks really good. What about a move for Sheila? Is it optimal for her to move soon? Yeah, if that's what you want. Absolutely. Big yes on that one too. It's they're emphasizing the yes. So that's important for you to know. Susan, you're trying to locate a friend, Jane, from high school. You found Jane with the same last name in Palo Alto. You plan to write her. Is it the same Jane? Okay, so this Jane, is the Jane in Palo Alto the one that Susan went to high school with? No, different one, Susan, sorry. But you know what? Write to her anyway. If it's the same name, maybe they know each other. Couldn't hurt to ask. So will it be fruitful if she mails this other Jane? No, they're saying it won't be fruitful. Still doesn't mean you can't do it. Maybe somebody else from high school can help you find her, though. Most of the high school friends I'm in touch with are on Facebook, so I don't know if you've tried to find them on Facebook. That would be a good place to look also. And again, maybe some of the people you are in touch with from high school can help you. Because I know my class, they're pretty good about keeping us updated when one of us exits the planet. So they keep us up to date on those little things, even though we're scattered all over the place. So yeah, if you can connect with them in some way, they can probably help you find her. So sorry, I couldn't be more helpful about that. Dakota Charm, Dan was clapping as you gave me the message because your heart is having a hard time disconnecting. I know, I felt it. It's tangible. It's that deep. And I know it's hard for you because your heart was so in the work. But remember, it hasn't served you for a long time. You've served it. And it's just that new phase of your life. A lot of doors are closing, and that's a good thing because a lot more doors are opening for you. So you've got all this excitement and adventure ahead of you. You deserve it. It's time. You can always go visit without, putting your feet back in there. So there is that. David once in a while goes back to his old job, even though it's been almost 2 years since he retired. And they just have a nice visit when he goes back with no obligation, which is really a revelation, right? So you might enjoy that a lot. It's still very cold and winter is holding on there. Oh, hopefully it will clear up soon. It just started to snow again. Oh my gosh. Well, buckle down. It will stop soon. Let's ask this question though. So for Dakota Charm, is it highly likely they're going to get snow in April? Will it be heavy snow in April? Oh, wow. Yeah, there's still some blasts coming for April. So by the end of April, will the snow be done? Yeah, by the end of April. So yeah, hunker down for a little while longer, do what you can, but winter's not done with you yet. Artistic world, will I meet a close friendship and love? Okay, so artistic world. Is it highly likely that a new love and or close friendship is on the horizon? Yes. Is this also a love interest? Could be if that's what you want. Yeah. Can you give us a timeline? I'm getting around 4 months. Could be less. Again, if you follow the breadcrumbs faster, you can accelerate it. So yeah, but somewhere in the 4 months range. Oh, and you did say a man. Yeah, I just saw that. Thank you for the pink hands. They're adorable. Birdsong, you're back just in time to hear your message. Awesome. You confirmed all I felt about my son's situation. We'll take the high road with angel armor and get help. Guidance is appreciated. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks for letting me know and sending angels to help you with that situation so that it's all clear and smooth path ahead of you. Yeah. Just let your angels handle it and try not to worry. Cynthia, thank you. First of all, I can't believe you remembered me. It's been a number of years. Yeah, well, we had a lot of deep conversations, Cynthia. You are memorable. Yeah, and I'm just delighted to have you back again. Oh, and by the way, Cynthia, I don't know if you've been getting my emails or not, but coming up, I think it's in April, we're having a gathering of truth tellers. So would love to have you join us. And the whole purpose of that is I'm gathering people together who share the gift so that they can cross-pollinate and share with one another, which will help everybody to grow. And since I'm mentioning that, if you've had a reading with me and you know that your gift is the communicator, communicators are coming up in March. It's going to be next Saturday. So I'm going to be sending you an email in a couple of days about that. And hopefully you can all join us on Saturday so we can talk about what it's like being a communicator and help you to expand. So your timing is really great, Cynthia. Oh, and I answered questions before you asked them. Oh, that's really cool. Sometimes they just make sense. I try to, if there's something that's sitting there that makes sense, to add that in. There's a job you feel a pull towards, but it seems above your qualifications. Maybe they've already hired somebody because it's been up for a while. You've been putting it off. Oh, hang on, you just jumped. There you go. Been putting it off, but the deadline is next week. You're going to get out to it first thing Monday. Yes, do that. Because the thing is, you've been drawn to it. You've been noticing it. That's your angels letting you know. That's a breadcrumb, Cynthia. That's what they look like. So definitely do that ASAP. It might not be the exact one, but it could lead you to another one. But definitely follow up on it, because that will accelerate for you when you take action, when you notice something. So keep me posted. That's exciting. Oh, thank you, Debbie. You put in to stop questions from here for next month. Okay. Thank you. So I know, because it's almost 1:30, so we do need to stop. Hey, Nydia, thanks for being here. Hello, good stuff. You're welcome, Cynthia. Sheila says, thank you. He was a tabby. His brother is black. Interesting. So maybe he was showing me his brother. Yeah, if you want him to help you find another cat, ask him to. He will. He would be delighted. That would be an honor. So yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Richie, wow, thank you for the message. You do see a crow outside your front window often, and you notice when the clock reads 12:34. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly the thing to look for, Richie. So crow, if you go on my YouTube channel, there's a couple of messages I've channeled in the recent past from birds. So there's vulture has shown up. There's blue jays shown up. There was crow and blackbird recently. So you might be able to find those. It's possible there's some message for you in one of those, but just, keep asking, keep looking for those signs. And the 12:34, go to this website. It's Sacred Scribes and Angels, I think. I just type in Joanne Sacred Angels and it comes up for me. But anyway, they have all the numbers listed there. So you can look up the meaning of that number, because even though 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't seem like a repeating number, if you're seeing it, it's a repeating number for you. So look it up and see what's behind it. You'll get a greater message. And it's just like that. Keep looking for those things. And then when you get them, Google them. What's the symbology? What is the meaning? Anything you can find. And sometimes you have to go through a few pages until you get to the message, but you will find it if you keep looking. It's like you got to be a detective. I mentioned this the other night on Corey's show. What they require of us sometimes is being a detective, because they can't tell us outright what to do. That interferes with our free choice. All they can do is give us clues, things that would be meaningful to us, and hope we get the message and follow up on it. So yeah, keep doing that. That's beautiful, Richie. You are welcome, Linda. You're welcome, Jasmine. Sister of 6, you just got here. You'll listen to the replay. I'm so glad you could make it. It's always great to have your energy. Susan, that makes a lot of sense, what you're missing in your life. Yeah, you're so welcome. Get out there and live it, Susan. Katharina, you're welcome. Pixie Dust, welcome. Laurel, the link is in the book, so you don't have to look it up. But I think it's called Metatron's 21-day challenge or something like that. So that's what you look up. But if you find the link in the book, it's easier. Just click on it and it takes you right there. Elena, thank you. You'll invite her and your guides to a medicine. Oh, I love that. Yes, feels really good. A medicine wheel healing ceremony. And you know what hits me right now, Elena? You could invite your siblings, whether that's physically to join you on the call as you're doing it, or just energetically. But think about that and see how that feels, because I just got that hit. Why not involve your siblings, So that's exciting. Let me know how that works out. Okay, I'm done taking new questions for now, Dana. But I do, on the first Monday of every month, I do a metaphysical chat at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So bring your questions there, and I'll get, anybody that I missed. I'm just finishing up with anybody who has, remaining comments for right now, and then I've got to go. Artistic World says, thank you. Lovely to hear that you've been mostly alone. And Margaret, okay, thank you, Margaret. Yeah, you don't have to be alone. Let your angels find that person and bring them into your life. But meanwhile, Margaret, get out there and live your life. Don't be waiting for them to show up, because it's you getting out there and living your life, having that joy, that bliss, experiencing all the things your soul came here for, that puts you out there so that this other person can find you, or persons, because you might meet more than one. But when you're holding back and you're not fully living your life, you're denying yourself those things. So you don't want to do that. Get out there and live. Because you know what happens to a lot of people? It's when they say to God and their angels, I'm done. I'm not looking anymore. I want somebody, but I'm done. And that's usually when the person shows up, because you've shifted your energy. Now you're living your life and not worrying about where is that person. So as much as possible, shift into just enjoying your life. And that opens the door for love to come in. So I hope that helps. Oh, and Pixie Dust said, search your high school yearbook on Facebook. Yeah, thank you, Pixie Dust. Richard says, thank you. You just needed to know if you could let go of concerns. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let go of the worry. Worry doesn't help anything ever. So you never want to be in a state of worry. You want to give it up to your angels and let them deal with it. That's their job. So it's worth putting forth your time. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Okay, you guys. So we're at the end. Let's just take a couple of minutes to shut down the energy and send you all on your way. So just close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. Thank you all for being here. It is such a delight and a pleasure to be in your energy, all of us collectively bringing this energy together. It is so powerful. It's like this massive beam of energy shooting up into the cosmos, connecting with all of our angels, guides, creator. I don't know if you can feel that, but I just saw it just shooting up like that, a massive beam, letting them know, hey, we're ready, we're here, you come and join us, which of course they would have done anyway, but the beam is just a bonus. So yeah, it is such a blessing, and they love it that we do this as well. They're nodding their heads, smiling, blowing kisses, just so very happy. So for you, as you go about your day, remember your angels are with you every moment. They never leave your side. Ask them for any little thing that you need help with. Don't spend any time in worry or guilt or regret. Those are a waste of time. Spend your time connecting with your angels, being in a state of love as much as possible, sharing that love with the world, because that opens the doors. Doing what feeds your soul is the wisest thing you can do, and sending that love out to the world. So thank you to all the angels, guides, to Metatron, to Creator, for allowing us to have this gathering, for keeping the power on. So appreciative. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with much love to all of you, go and enjoy your weekend.